I'd like to share with you some of my thoughts on what the future can bring us. Not having a magic ball, I can't really predict the future, but many economists are predicting that the ongoing economic disruptions and business shutdowns caused by the pandemic will result in a global recession. Hi, my name is Anna. This is Money Anna channel, and Ray Dalio, a well-known billionaire investor, is going one step further and predicts a depression similar to the Great Depression, which lasted from 1929 to 1933 and was the worst economic crisis in the American history. The difference between a recession and a depression is in their length. While the recession usually lasts several months, a depression can last years. I think that most people would agree that the virus will have an economic impact of more than 1 year. Supply chain reliability argument, weak companies vanishing, etc. The question everyone is asking is, what will the stock market do? We should all take lessons from the past and apply them to our actions today. And history teaches us that the stock market can remain irrational longer than we can remain solvent. So maybe a good strategy would be to forget the short term and focus on the investing for the long term. If it drops, keep investing. If it rises, keep investing. As always, for most of us, the trickiest thing is to react to most market conditions without emotions. One more thing, although it's common for investors to follow one particular investing strategy, like for example, one will say they buy value stocks and others will say they buy companies with fantastic growth opportunities. Try to avoid putting yourself into one of these buckets. Of course, these strategies have merit on their own, but I think that combining growth, value, and dividend income will provide a portfolio strategy that is way more likely to bring you excellent long-term stock returns. The reason why I don't think that going to cash is a good idea now is because of Fed printing money like crazy, and that's already the reason enough for stocks to rise during the next 12 to 24 months. The time will come when I likely will need to go mostly cash, but it hasn't come yet. I paused my crypto investments for now, but if you don't have any cryptocurrencies in your portfolio and you can afford buying some, I think it would be wise to give it a try. It might be lost money, as with any investments you make, but you'll find it out rather sooner than later. And in just 2 or 3 years, you might be ecstatic with the decisions that you made today. Back to Ray Dalio's pessimistic predictions, there are quite a lot of arguments for dark scenarios. Just to mention a few, mostly relevant to the United States. Unemployment bonuses are scheduled to end soon, and there are no plans to extend those. The gap between personal income and consumer spending has never been so huge. More than 10,000 businesses have permanently closed, and more than 45 million Americans have lost their jobs so far. Federal government support could actually produce more damage than relief, because at the end of the day, this expensive relief was too artificial to become a long-term solution for the problem. And I do believe, once we see Q3 and Q4 earning reports, the market will take a hit. The massive holes being created on balance sheet with companies packing on debt and tightening up on cash flow, it's just not good. With fear lurking around the corner, massive political movements, a steadily high unemployment, alongside the excessive printing of money, we are bound to see another correction. If you're just beginning your investing journey and are not sure if the next 10 years are going to be as good as the last 10 years, don't hesitate to ask questions. Take your time to read books like The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham or Money by Tony Robbins, and watch educational videos here on the YouTube. Get all the help you can get. Now is not the easiest time to enter the stock market, but still, the best time for anything you want to start is right now. Some companies are producing some very nice margins, and it might look enticing to invest in many top companies, but I feel like we should remain really cautious. Dalio can be right, he could also be wrong. Bottom line is that nobody, not even Ray Dalio, can predict the future. 2000 to 2010 was a lost decade, but a lot of people made a ton of money by buying stocks on fire sale prices. No matter what happens, there will always be opportunities for consistent and intelligent investors. Thank you for watching Manana. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to get free and down-to-earth financial education. Watch new videos weekly, take notes, and never forget to enjoy the journey and your life to the fullest. Bye!